Hello everyone, back again with another video of Stratego. Today we are participating in a one-day tournament, and my first matchup is Don Mitsos, and I wanted to show you the games. I did very well this tournament, as I'll leave the result for the end for my last video, but I'm really proud of myself and hope I can continue doing well. So here's my game versus Mitsos. Talk about the setup for a bit. Um, Obviously loose flag like I usually do. Tricky bomb setup, got a couple fake flags. Usually in tournament games people like this type of flag. So kind of didn't put bombs here. And then here obviously the fake tripod, this is probably the most probable spot for a flag. So that, and then buried Martian Gen. Looking back, I feel I played too defensive in a couple games because being aggressive is usually my forte and what I like to do, but it seemed to work out in the defensive mindset. So here we're just starting off with the standard opening. I got my 3 captains and ready to use them. Find his captain there, and then after he unguards his loot, I'd take it, thinking that this could be a good piece. Pressures me a bit, move back, and then he scouts it. I like this high bomb here. A lot of people run into it if they're just lottoing like a crazy person or something like that. Now, I figured this piece could be really good. Maybe a kernel trying to take up my major. So I would hit it if it moved next to my gen. And it does, and it's only a major. So pretty decent trade-off, I would say, for him. He gets gen info, but I get a major, and I'm up 2 lieutenants after I just took that one. So on Strategus, a lot of different people host a lot of different tournaments. This is Sorrow's tournament, the NASF tournament, and so he hosts these usually bi-weekly every Sunday. So this time I participated in one. Winner gets some money. This time it was $50, and so it's just a fun little tournament with 8 or 16 players and just a little bit of fun. Some competition. So just a standard game, mid-game so far. I have a couple predictions for his pieces here. I'm thinking this could be good, this one could be good, and this one could be good. Just those obvious places for Marshal General. Pressuring him here. And my goal here is, since I'm up a major and down a captain, I'm okay to trade my major for this captain to get more info of his since I'm up 2 loots as well. So I'll pressure him and then I'll hit the captain. So it's an even trade and I'll get some info here. But no, it's a free captain. But now he's pressuring me with this piece, but I hit a bomb. So I find this was a mistake on my part. I probably should have just let him take it with this piece and find out what it really is instead of hitting a bomb. But I also hit that piece here because I knew I had a scout here, and I could always scout this piece because it's wide in the open. And so that's what I did. But first I hit this captain. And now I'll pressure it. And I'll move my spy out to get a scout. And then I'll scout, and it's the Marshal. So this is probably an even game right now. He knows my general and I know his Marshal. I'm also up 2 lieutenants, so I'm in a pretty good position here. I also know a high bomb of his. And so I'm just going to put pressure on his Marshal, close off that whole side, and just reshuffle. Move my captain, just make sure everything's tight. Here I'm not liking my Marshal position because it's blocked off by like 2 bombs. So next time I'll make a different bomb formation around my Marshal so that it's easier to get it out. Pressures my general. Moves a piece, probably an important piece that he needs to bring to the middle. So thinking like a colonel or a captain. And then this is a mistake by me here. I bring a major and hit his colonel here. I probably should have tested it first, maybe with the lieutenant, because I was already up one. I couldn't afford to give up that major early. Now he's putting pressure on me with his colonel. Pressure is captain. Now I'm suspecting general on that side. But first, I'm going to put a spy bluff on his marshal, and hopefully he takes it. Yep, and then I get another lieutenant. And now my general's free to roam in the middle, and I kind of want to hit this piece. But I also think that this could be like a general and spy combination or something like that, protecting the captain. Then, there's an unusual move here. Since he knows he's about to lose a piece with my general incoming, he moves his colonel in between my fake marsh bluff, which is my spy. And so I thought here I was about to lose, because whichever one he takes is going to be really bad for me. But instead, he doesn't take either one, and he just moves down like that, and continues to pressure me with his marshal. So I think this piece here I thought was the general, and so I didn't want to trade right away. I wanted this captain first, and so I put the necessary pressure on it in order to get it successfully. Take that there, take the spy, and then probably the general here, so I'll move down. And then here is a big mistake on my part, which I shouldn't be doing in tournament games. I forgot his moved pieces in this area. Luckily it's only one for me, but it's a really important piece, the piece that he's up by, the superior piece, the major. So next time I have to be more careful and remember those pieces on the third row when he reshuffles them back in. So now I'm pressuring with my fake marshal, which is my minor. Obviously my marshal's not around anywhere, so I can't really protect it from the colonel from his general. And now here's another mistake. I should have just kept my spy on this lane and didn't move it all the way up here, but it also turned out well for me. But even though I would lose it if he just brings a minor or sergeant to hit it. Trying to gain control of the center here. And then spy. Obviously I want his marshal to come over so my spy can hit it. But then I came up with a plan here that if I can pressure this piece, I can take it, and then if his marshal moves here, my spy can always go hit it. So even if he takes it this piece, I can trap that piece. So I'll just keep it on the 2 squares. Now he knows he lost that piece and it's capping, which is really good. But I also lose my spy. Now I'm still faking it with my marsh bluff. And obviously, maybe he thinks I could be doing a back row marsh, but he doesn't fall for it. And so now I'm going to lose this colonel. He didn't think this was my marsh at all, so it didn't go really well. And so here, I take a lot. I do a lotto. I know this is a bomb. I know he usually has a tripod. That's 4 bombs. And I'm thinking this can't be calculated risk here. So pick up a lieutenant, not that much, but I'm losing a colonel. So I'm down a major and a colonel now. I'm in a pretty bad position, so I probably needed to lotto there. And I still had this as my fake marshal. He still believes it. He believed it even more by moving next to this piece. Now he'll chase this piece all the way down, because he knows that this is my marshal for sure. And so now I'm going to bring a minor and hopefully take a bomb off one of his tripods. This is usually the most common place for a flag, so I'll hit it. But unfortunately it's a sergeant, which is the worst thing I can hit with my minor. Always sucks to hit a A minor against an unknown sergeant. So now he still thinks that this is my marshal. So I'll bluff him, move my captain up, and then bring my real marshal and see if what he still thinks. Now he's letting my general free, bluff him there, move my minor down, and let him choose. And he chooses incorrectly, take his general, and then he doesn't lotto this, which I thought he would, but he's still in the game. He's up a colonel and a major to a general, so still a pretty even game, although I have so many of these mid-range pieces like lieutenants and captains, so it's going to be hard for him now. My goal here is to bring my minor again and maybe hit this corner flag, if that's a thing. What I see not many players do is in mid-game or end-game even, just keep on bringing minors. Eventually you'll hit one of the bombs for if it's a closed flag, and easy win for you. Downside of that is you could be out of minors by the time, and then you're screwed. But I thought he had a loose flag here actually, because he's run loose flags against me in previous games. But of course I still don't know that this major was a movable piece, but now I do know. And so I'll try and hit the corner, but again, I hit a sergeant with my minor. Down 3 minors now, still thinking his flag is loose. It's all his power came from this side, so I'm thinking one of these 3 spots, maybe the corner. Now I just need to get a minor here, maybe hit one of them, hit another with my captain, hit one with my gen. I'm trying to discover another bomb with my lieutenant. Unfortunately, I hit it right away without taking a minor or a sergeant first. But that's 2 bombs, and I could account for maybe a third one here. And I'm starting to like my lotto chances with both my pieces, my general and my captain. And now here I'm getting worried. So he might come down with the sergeant and just hit my flag, so I have to be in position to guess before he does that. Now just wasting time here so that eventually he'll move his colonel over and then I can bring a minor up. Even if I bring my minor up, his captain will trade it. His captain will eat it, so I probably have to move my captain up first and trade. And that's exactly what happens. Trade captains, and now it's all about bringing my minor. And I don't want to bring it through the middle because his pieces can cut it off from here or here. So I'll bring it around the long way. And now he's probably going to bring a minor, thinking that this is a tripod. Advantage of loose flag here. So I obviously want to hit this piece, but he's not going to let me, so I have to move my captain, rearrange my pieces here. And now go for the flag. But first, I'll take him out, his minor, because I don't want to trade minors. That's going to be my last minor if this is not the flag. He hits the bomb. That's telling me that this is probably the flag. He trades, and now I'm just going to go hit it, because he wouldn't lotto his colonel unless this is really the flag. Take it, game over, and now I'm 1-0 with the tournament for round 1. GG to Mitsos, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.